Welcome back to the State of Her, the headquarters for women who are becoming, and honestly, for anybody that's trying to become better. I'm your host, Keisha, and today I'm talking about something that a lot of us overlook at times, and that's how we talk to ourselves and the people we keep around us as well. Both of those things are shaping our life more than we actually think, right? And I'm going to be real. We have bad patterns, not bad luck, ladies. Let's start with me, not my friends, not my situation, just me, okay? Because sometimes I used to wake up already defeated. Many moons ago, on a daily basis, I remember I used to say to myself, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. Nothing ever works for me, right? We have all been there. And I thought that was just thoughts, but those thoughts had turned into my mood. And you already know that once you turn into your mood, that mood now becomes your actions. Then your actions create what? Your results. So something so simple like I don't feel like going to the grocery store because I'm tired. I don't feel like going outside driving, pushing the car around in the supermarket, putting the bags in the car. But why not? Because eventually I'm going to need to go anyway. I do need to eat, right? Just something small as this was a hiccup for me at times. A lot of that is negative thinking, and it didn't just come from nowhere, you know? We all are guilty for this at some point. At times, the way we think can come from our environments where nothing felt stable, no positive words were being spoken to us. We're around people who criticize us all the time. So it's like now the inner voice sounds like survival, not actual confidence, right? But that doesn't mean negative thoughts have to stay on our mind. Can you grow in an environment that doesn't support your growth? Can you? No, of course not. So if you cannot grow in that environment, friend, family, associates alike, whoever you're around, why keep the company, right? So if everybody around me is negative, always complaining about something, gossiping for the entire conversation that we're having, and not doing anything with their life, what do you think is going to rub off on me? Gossiping and negativity is going to rub off on me because energy is real beautiful. Conversations are real beautiful. What you hear every day actually becomes normal to you. I honestly like to be around people who don't make me mentally drained. Like heavy conversations, it's always stress, negative thinking, speaking. These things can be mentally draining. It's not that they are bad human beings. It's just the energy is not something I would like to always be around. And I wouldn't want anyone I know to be around that either. You know, that negative energy. So me personally, I won't give off negative energy to anyone because I really don't have that in me. I check myself on a daily basis. I'm in tune with myself. So I am not bringing that negative energy to my friends, family, everyday people. You know what? I've grown to become so cool and calm like the breeze because it's just such a comfortable vibe and peaceful space to be in. That's my soft life. You know, some people don't pour into you, they pull from you. Have you ever noticed when you finish talking to someone, you saying to yourself, why do I feel like this? That's that negative energy right there I'm talking about, you know? So now compare that to people who, when you leave them, you feel lighter. When you speak to them, you feel lighter. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all do. The girlfriends that when they call you, they make you feel motivated, right? The girlfriends that when you're with them, they make you feel seen, right? The girlfriends that make you feel like you can actually do something, you know? They themselves don't have to have everything together, but their mindset is just different. They speak life, not just problems. These are the women we keep around girlfriends, cousins, sisters, mothers, aunts, whomever we keep them around. That positivity is what we need. I pay attention to who trains me and who develops me. That's very important to me. Make sure that you always check yourself on that. Okay, make sure you always check yourself on not put out negative energy. You don't want to put that out. I told you I always check myself on that. You know, we have to take responsibility at some point, right? Because we know who drains us, right? We know who doesn't support us, right? We know when we're speaking negatively about ourselves. So growth requires your decisions, and sometimes decisions are uncomfortable. That you have to actually rewire your mindset. And let me tell you how I simply rewired my mindset. I started with God first, praying, reading, devotionals, taking time for myself, sitting in silence for long periods of time, putting my phone away for long periods of time, not just on the Sabbath, on the weekends. After I'm done with work, I will put my phone down and won't pick it back up until the next morning after I finish praying. The phone isn't going anywhere. Trust me. That's where I started. Then I started with my awareness, right? I caught my thoughts. I caught what I said out loud to myself. Instead of I can't do it, I would say I'm going to learn. There's no I can't do this. It's yes, I can do this. I will learn how to do this. And instead of me saying nothing is working well for me, I would say I'm going to figure it out some way, somehow. I will come to a decision of what needs to be done so it can work out for me. And then I started to protect my environment. That's key. Not everybody gets access to me. Only the ones that uplifts me, that pours into me, that checks on me, the ones that are who are truly there for my well-being, supporting me unconditionally. Not every conversation deserves my energy, you know? I don't speak to a lot of people. Catch me many moons ago, though, forget it. I'm texting, emailing, answering my phone any hour of the day and night. Crazy minutes of talk time. Crazy. I deleted numbers in my phone because my energy was wasted on things that wasn't fulfilling. But that's okay for me because the negative space is not where I want to be or need to be anyway. At this time of my life, 49, moving to 50 years old soon, not everyone or every space is meant for me or my growth, you know? So I had to navigate that. And once I got that down pat, I rewired my mindset. I sure did, while still keeping God absolutely first, right? You do have more control than you think. You know that, right? More control over your mindset, more control over your environment, and more control over your direction where you need to go. At the end of the day, beautiful, it is your mindset. So let's be honest. Is your life reflecting growth or is it reflecting what you keep allowing it to reflect? If this episode resonated with you, I want you to really sit with this. Pay attention to how you actually talk to yourself every day. Pay attention to who you're around every day. Ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? And don't forget to keep God first because in order for you to find yourself, God will direct you in the right path where you need to go. Let me know if you have a story to share. I would love to hear it. New episodes drop every Wednesday wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you're ready to grow, to evolve, to think different, make sure you're following, you're sharing, you're subscribing, and downloading and tapping into with the state of her. Because this is more than a podcast, ladies. This is the headquarters for women who are becoming better for themselves and everyone else around them. Okay. So I am your host, Keisha. This is the state of her. All right. And I'll see you next time. Bye.